If you keep your attention in the body as much as possible, you will be anchored in the now. You won't lose yourself in the external world, and you won't lose yourself in your mind. Thoughts, emotions, fears, and desires may still be there, but they won't take over you.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
I'm Christina Johnson, and welcome to Elevate Era. I help women just like you who are unhappy in their jobs and want to escape the matrix. I will share actionable steps to achieve your entrepreneur and business goals. By developing a mindset of success, you will create time and financial freedom. It's time to elevate your era. Welcome back to Elevate Era. I'm Christina Johnson, and today's episode is sponsored by Quip. Quip has sleek, electric, and smart toothbrushes, imagined with care by dentists and designers, created to help you and the kiddos put your best tooth forward. The brush has a 2-minute timer with sonic vibrating bristles. You get refill brush heads, floss, toothpaste, and more every 3 months with a subscription. That's Quip, Q-U-I-P. The link to order will be in the show notes below. So today's episode is a little bit different. We don't have like an official book club yet, but I'm gonna do like maybe a little bit. I want to share the book that I'm currently reading. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And the reason that I wanted to share a little bit about the book that I read at least one book a week. My husband and I have been on a reading journey for the last 3 years since 2020. We were both influenced by our brain coach, Jim Quick. He has a book called Limitless, and it's incredible. We're not talking about that book today, but the reason that I brought him up is because he's the one who actually inspired myself and my husband to read more, and he teaches you how to read faster, just like all these little hacks and stuff. But that's not what we're talking about today. Today I actually put like a little post-it on this part of the book that I was like, wait, this is insane. I need to share this with everybody. So I'm gonna just jump right in. So it says, the chapter is called Mind Strategies for Avoiding the Now. Okay. So it says, are you worried? Do you have many what if thoughts? You are identified with your mind, which is projecting itself into an imaginary future situation and creating fear. There is no way that you can cope with such a situation because it doesn't exist. It's a mental phantom. You can stop this health and life corroding insanity simply by acknowledging the present moment. Become aware of your breathing. Feel the air flowing in and out of your body. Feel your inner energy field. All that you ever have to deal with and cope with in real life, as opposed to imaginary mind projections, right? So I'm going to just skip a little bit down. It says, one day I'll make it. Is your goal taking up too much of your attention that you reduce the present moment to a means to an end? Is it taking the joy out of your doing? Are you waiting to start living? Are you a habitual waiter? And how much of your life do you spend waiting? Waiting in line at the post office, waiting in line in a traffic jam at the airport, waiting for someone to arrive. Large scale waiting, waiting for your next vacation, waiting for a better job, waiting for the kids to grow up, waiting for more success, waiting to make money, to become enlightened. It's not uncommon for people to spend their whole life waiting to start living. And I think I'm just gonna stop reading from there. this book will make you think. It will make you think and rethink every life decision that you have made up until now. But the reason that I wanted to share this, because it talked about waiting, right? How long have you had a thought in your mind about making a change in your life? I don't care how small the change is. I don't care how big the change is, right? He was saying small waiting and big waiting. How many times have we said, I'll do it next month, I'll do it next week, I'll do it next year, right? In life, when we wait, we're waiting for an ideal moment, right? But when does that moment ever happen? When you get fed up and when you're angry? Who wants to make a decision out of anger? Like, personally, like, I wouldn't want to make a decision, like a huge life-changing decision out of anger, you know? And when I think about the book, The Power of Now, as I read it, it's really just telling me to worry about today. Worry about what can I do in my life today. So I'm not having anxiety thinking about the future. So I'm not having anxiety thinking about what if, right? And when you let those what ifs and the waiting and all of the anticipation go, you're actually able to be more present with yourself, with whatever you're doing. You're allowed to be more present with the people around you, the experiences you have. You're more, I guess I'll use the word like there, like you're more present, which means you don't look at something after the fact and say, oh, I wish I wasn't so angry when we went to Disney. Why was I so mad that day? Or, you know, whatever the case may be. That's just a random example that popped in my head. But life is not easy. It's not always going to be happy. Life is like a roller coaster, right? We have highs and we have lows. But I think if we try to be not only more honest with ourselves, but like we are our own best friend. Like, hi, nice to meet you. We are our own best friend because we talk to each other. Like, let me not say the word each other. We talk to ourselves more than we talk to anyone else on the planet. Anyone. I don't care if it's in the morning when you're picking out your outfit. Should I wear this? Should I wear that? Should I wear that? You're talking to yourself, right? When you're approaching a person to have a conversation, oh, what am I going to talk about today? Oh, should I say this? Should I say that? Whatever it is, right? The human brain has about a minimum of 30,000 thoughts per day. I'm sorry, what? So if our brain is constantly thinking and moving and grooving, how can we be more present, right? How can we be more present with our life in the now? It's by choosing the thoughts, right? So we can't control the things around us. We can only control how we react or how we respond to them. But okay, I haven't finished the book, if I'm being 100% honest, but I feel like it would be really fun if I just opened to a random page and read like another part, because this book is just, if you've heard any of Eckhart Tolle or read any of his books, he's just literally a hug in a book that you need. Let's see. Okay, I found it. A random, okay. It says, oh, sorry. If you keep your attention in the body as much as possible, you will be anchored in the now. You won't lose yourself in the external world, and you won't lose yourself in your mind. Thoughts, emotions, fears, and desires may still be there, but they won't take over you. Please examine your attention this moment. you're listening to me, or you're reading these words in a book. We are reading in a book. This is the focus of your attention. You are also peripherally aware of your surroundings, other people, and so on. Furthermore, there's other mind activity around you, whether you're hearing this or reading this. Yet, there is no need to absorb all of your attention. If you can be in touch with your inner body, don't let all of your energy flow out. Let this be your practice in the days and weeks to come. Feel your whole body from within as a single field of energy, almost as if you were listening or reading with your whole body. Okay, wait. That was next level. Almost as if you're listening or reading with your whole body. That sounds like discernment. Like blocking out all the shit that doesn't matter and really focusing on what does. I don't know. I am gonna put a link. I have like all the books that I've read in my Amazon storefront, and I'm gonna make sure that this is on there, and I'll add it below if you also want the book. If you're interested, or you would be like down to seeing what I'm reading, if you want to have be a part of a book club, I've always thought about it, but I never really came on here to like really chat and share with you because you would be in the book club with me. But I choose books that are either self-help, spirituality, enlightenment, personal finance. I'm huge in the personal finance space. Like, I really haven't shared much of that type of content ever, but I have become more financial literate over the last couple of years solely from reading books. Like, literally, do you know the magic that's in books? Like, before the pandemic, I don't even know if I could tell you the last book I read, and that's not a good thing by any means, but it took the pandemic to slow me down and realize, no, I do have time to read a book. It took the pandemic to make me reflect on my own life and how I spend my time and who I spend my time with, and my energy and all of that. If you're into this shit, like, honestly, I think you would love all of the books that I've read. Okay, loves, if you know anybody who would love this episode, or you would love to help out a friend who has been feeling anxious or just needs a little bit more guidance, please, I urge you to share this podcast episode with them. Send it in your group chat with the girlies. It helps the podcast grow. It helps me grow. It's time to elevate your era, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, babes.